Hey everyone, my name is Steven and welcome to the Curvy Woodworking channel. In this video, I'm going to be upgrading my gaming system in my house. So I have a PlayStation 5, but I need somewhere to place the console without interfering with my monitors or my video editing software. So I'm going to be using a solid piece of walnut to match the table I currently have in place. And the best thing about working with solid wood is the character that you have that goes through the wood. The worst thing is that you're constantly releasing tension as you remove material. So to mitigate this, I'm going to take a pass through the jointer and I'm going to cut on the table saw around a 1/4 inch larger than what it needs to be. I'm going to repeat this process, and after I complete that first cut, there's going to be a little bit of a bow because I released the tension after cutting the large piece of wood off. By doing this step twice, I can ensure that both sides will be perfectly parallel with each other and I can use a solid piece as a shelf. After I get a flat side on the jointer, I'm going to put it through the planer, and now I have all four sides perfectly 90 degrees with one another. The next step is to take it to the final dimensions lengthwise, and then I set up this jig to be 90 degrees with the drill press. These two holes I'm going to be drilling in are actually going to be supporting off of the wall. I'm going to have a steel brace on the wall with pipes coming out, and this is going to slide over that system. You can see that the wood is a bit larger, around a 1/4 inch on both sides, than the drill hole I'm doing, and that's going to make sure that once I cut the steel brace into the drywall, that this wood will conceal any damage to the drywall I have along there, so it's going to look like a floating shelf with no defects on there. I do a quick patch job just with some Starbond black glue and instant accelerator, and I'm going to be putting a chamfer on the side. I'm just going to use a standard 45-degree chamfer. I think that's a nice modern look I use for a lot of my projects. And I'm going to be doing the standard sanding process where I work my way from 80 grit all the way up to 320 grit so I get a nice clean surface. For the finishing product, I'm going to be using a hardening wax, and for Osmo you're going to be applying a total of 2 coats. There's no point to doing a 3rd coat beyond there. With Osmo, it'll penetrate into the wood and strengthen the wood. After you get through 2 coats, the wood won't accept any more wax, and you're just going to be wasting material on those later coats. So after you place the Osmo oil across the top, let it sit for around 10 to 15 minutes to let the Osmo oil penetrate into the wood before you wipe off the excess. Now, I was discussing the metal bracket before, so I actually removed the drywall and I fastened that directly to the studs. The drywall could collapse if I installed it on the surface over time just from the pressure cantilevering over the edge. So after I ensure that it's perfectly flat across, I now have a gaming setup, and it's going to look sleek with the rest of my builds I have in this corner. Now, this was a simple project, but I do have some larger projects down the pipeline, so if you did enjoy this and you want to have some more tutorial videos, be sure to subscribe, hit that alert button, and of course to like this video.